Hello and welcome to the Principles of Programming series. Today we're talking about Chapter 4 Labs in C++. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. If you've already subscribed, thanks and welcome to the channel. So for Chapter 4, our first lab from this video is going to be Chapter 4 C++ Lab 4-3. And it's understanding nested if statements. Alright, so let's dive into this lab and look at our code. So in this lab, you completed a pre-written C++ program that calculates an employee's productivity bonus and prints the employee's name and bonus. Bonuses are calculated based on an employee's productivity score as shown below. A productivity score is calculated by first dividing an employee's transaction dollar value by the number of transactions, and then dividing the result by the number of shifts worked. So as you can see, the chart here will go by those numbers. And the variables have been declared for you, and the input statement and output statements have been written. Read them over carefully before you proceed to the next step. So here's our two strings, our doubles, and our constant doubles. Remember, like constants, they're all bonus, or they're all capital letters. And there's bonus 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're initiated with a value, which is a double, so a number and a decimal. Alright, so first, design the logic and write the rest of the program using a nested if statement. Execute the program and enter the following as input. So hopefully we get this input to work on this one. So let's look at our code, make sure we got everything that we need. Declare it as they said. Sometimes they tell us they do, but they don't. But it looks like I don't see anything off on that. And in the output, console outs already for us. So here's where we're going to write our code. So one thing I want to start it with is score. We have to identify the score, so let's do that right here first. Score space equals, and let's go dollar value divided by number of transactions and divided by number of shifts. And with that one, we'll just, okay, now we're going to put this here and leave this outside with a semicolon. Okay. Score equals dollar value by my number of transactions, and then because you want to do that first, that division first, and then the one outside parentheses will be next. So that would make sense. That's why we're putting it in that format. All right. So next, instead of start with our if statement, if score is less than 200, okay, parentheses. 200. Close that parentheses. Now let's do bracket. Okay, so we're going to do nest them. So we're going to do another if score is less than or equal to 70. So next step. See, all we're doing is walking these down 70 to 199. Okay. And let's see, we're going to put another bracket for this one. Just keep track of your brackets. The good thing is they'll add them for you. So if score equals, it's going to be score is, take out this equal. this one will be less than or equal to 30. Alright, so nothing there. What we need to do, get our bonus. 1, 2. What's the bonus here? Let's see that bonus. Bonus equals bonus underscore 1. And here we're going to go ahead and semicolon. And then we'll do our else. So if it's not this, it's going to be that. That's all you're saying. Else. Bonus equals bonus 2. Alright, so next. We're going to go on the other side of this one. This statement is closed, so we're going to else this one if score is under 200. So we'll else that and make sure it's lined up. If we're going to else 70. Yeah, we're going to else 70. If score 70. There we go. So let's else 70. So we'll write it up as this one. Else. Okay, 70. Yes, bonus equals 3. Bonus 3. Alright, after that, else. So what are we going to do with that? Let's go to, these are going to be confusing. Alright, so here we go. So now we're going to go to 200 and else that if statement. So go here, line up this. If score is less than 200, else. And bonus, you guessed it, bonus equals bonus underscore 4. So, alright, and output's already done. Let's look at it just in case. Alright, looks like we got everything we needed. Looks like we got everything. Let's run it and see what we got. Let's look at the code one more time. No errors is showing. Score is greater than or less than 200. Score is less than 70. So else bonus 4. Okay, let's try it. Alright, start. So employer's first name. So let's see what we need to put in here. Employer's first name Kim. Employer's last name Smith. Number of shifts 25. Transactions 75. Transactions dollar value 40,000. 0. Employee bonus $50. So we got that one right. Let's go ahead and calculate that up. That was pretty smooth. We're ready to calculate that. Let's go ahead and look at this code again so you can, if you're having any trouble, sometimes it's easy to get thrown off space-wise. So I'll leave it there for you. Don't forget to score that value. And we got 100% of course. And we got our 2 green checks. So that was it for lesson or lab 4-3. Next, we're going to go to chapter 4 C++ lab 4-4, which is using a switch statement. Let's dive in. Alright, let's go to the task. In this lab, you completed a pre-written C++ program that calculates an employee end of year bonus, just like similar to the last one. Here's the rating, 25% 15%, 10%, and none. This table 4-5 is a reference here. And then variables have been declared for you. An input statement and output statement are written. Read them over carefully before you proceed to the next step. Design logic and write the rest of the program using a switch statement. And execute the program, entering the following as input. So we'll use that as input. Let's look at these statements, make sure we have everything I need. As the other one, we had to add the score line in there. So here we have two strings. We have a double, we have a integer, double employee, then we have our constants. As remember, our constants are always capital, and they're doubles, so they're decimal numbers. And then at the bottom we have our constants that are ratings. So let's go down. Here's our switch statement. Looks like everything else is in order. And this one should be, hopefully we get this one on the first try. Here's our switch statement. It's going to be switch employee bonus equals employee salary times bonus 1. And we'll group, let's see, we don't need those parentheses at all. Yeah, we do. Employee rating, I got the switch statement wrong. Employee rating, that's why. Getting ahead to myself. Employee rating. That's our switch statement, and we don't need the semicolon for that, but we need another bracket since we're using that. And so when I open close, use that space there. Let's do case with rating 1, 2, and 3. Rating is all capital, underscore 1. Now we got employee bonus equals employee salary times bonus 1. And then that would be 1 semicolon. So let's do this first one and then we'll copy and paste this. Colon. When I look at these, okay, there, got rid of the line, that's what I was looking for. Let's go ahead and space this with break, then our semicolon here too. That one looks good. So all we're going to do is copy and paste these for rating or bonus 1, 2, and 3 for rating 1, rating 2, rating 3. And our default, put our default in. I'll show you what I mean. Here. There. Alright, so rating 2, bonus 2. Rating 3, bonus 3. And then our default. So when we do our default, let's go here to the line, line it up with case. And default colon, let's go, let's keep it lined up. Employee bonus equals no bonus, because no bonus is one option, and there it is, and then semicolon. Alright, that should do the trick there. Let's make sure that bracket is closed, and it is, but the output is still the same, no big change there. So what we did was a switch statement, switch employee rating, then bracket, case employee 1, rating 1, bonus 1, rating 2, bonus 2. Alright, let's run that and see what we got. Hopefully we get. Alright, enter employee name. So let's go with Gene Henson. First name, Gene. Genie Hansen. 78,000. 3.00. And rating is 2. So there's our spit out. 70,000. 2. So the bonus 10,500, and that was correct. Calculate the grade. And we'll look at the code again in case you missed it. Did our switch statement, switch employee rating. No semicolon there, but we got the brackets. Open the bracket, case rating 1, employee equals employee salary times bonus 1. And we got a break there. Just make sure you don't have any squiggly lines so you know you don't have any errors. The only thing you had to change is this area here with our switch statement. Alright, while we're waiting for that to calculate, we did get our payout set, and we got 100 of course, and we have our green check. Alright, so let's move on to the third and final video in this, or lab in this video. And we have chapter 4, C++ lab 4-5, which is making multiple comparisons and decision statements. Alright, waiting for our code to load up for us. I think we got most of the bugs worked out. So here, let's see. Alright, so we're going to, this tab, complete a partially written C++ program for an airline that offers a 25% discount to passengers who are 6 years old or younger or 65 years old or older. The program should request a passenger's name and age and then print whether the passenger is eligible or not eligible for the discount. So variables have been declared and initialized for you, and your input statements, the input statements have been written. Read it carefully before you proceed to the next step. Design and logic deciding whether to use and or logic. Write the decision statement to identify when a discount should be offered and when a discount should not be offered. All right. So then task 2, include output statements telling whether or not the customer is eligible for discount. If the customer is eligible, be sure to include is eligible, and if it's not, include is not eligible. So, all right, so let's go here, and looks like we'll start here. Start with if passenger age is less than or equal to 6. Here's something we haven't used yet, but just do these bar. I think we did it in Java as well, if I'm not mistaken. Passenger age. So basically, you got 2 options. Did that all wrong. Age is greater than or equal to 65. Alright. So as you're doing this, you're learning syntax just by repetitively doing these, knowing where to leave a space, and all that. So what we'll do is a bracket here, turn that, and let's go with our council routes. And we'll copy and paste most of these. So they're going to be similar. Council out, space, passenger first name, so you can spell that, and leave a space there. Let's put on the side of these quotes. Let's do 1 space. And passenger first name. Passenger first name. And let's do a space and then end the line. End space. End line. Cool. It's in the code. Alright, so that's going to be very helpful. Just do 3 more of those. Gotta copy and paste this line. because the other ones are similar. We can work off of those. Alright, so this one will be last name. Same here. Make sure you camel case it. Last. This one, let's go with passenger H. Spell it, because quotations is exactly what you want the output to look like. Here, this is the variable. Okay, can't tell where it's highlighted or not. And so you're going to camel case that. Passenger H. And the last one, this passenger is eligible for a 25% discount. Discount. Period and space. No space. Let's don't do space like that. Let's go. Don't need that either. Let's go period. There's no input here. This is a statement, so we got rid of that semicolon. And then we don't need a space because there's no input after the period. So now this variable needs to be. There's no variable there, that's just a statement, so let's just go with inline. Yeah. Alright. So, where's our bracket at? The space, bracket up here. Now we need to do one for not eligible, the same thing. But we'll use the else instead. We'll use else right there. And else just basically gonna do the opposite. Just do a bracket again. Enter. Copy and paste these four. If I'm not mistaken, all we need to do is change is not eligible for a 25% discount. Why is that looking crazy good? I think that's good to go. Pastor your first name, last name, age. Pastor is not eligible. And alright, let's see if we got it. Let's run it. Alright, enter pastor's first name. Let's see who we got here. Will. Enter. Moriarty. Enter. Age 11. Enter. Will is not. Will Moriarty, age 11, is not eligible for a discount. James. Actually, we're not going to do that again. You can run that if you want. Take a look at the code again. All we added was we started with that if passenger is less than, if passenger age is less than, that's the variable, of course, passenger age. That was already declared for us. 6, or, this is like, you could put this on another line, on an if statement, or you can combine it together. Passenger age greater than or equal to 65. So if you're 65 or older, or 6 or under, and passenger first name, print that out, or prompt for input, and then or print this out. So we did our calculation, and we got 100%, and we got our green checks. All right. So there's the code. If you need to use it still, if you got errors, that's how you can easily find them. Go to that and just make sure your camel case, your punctuation, spacing is all correct. All right. So thanks for joining on that series, on that video. That's all for C++ Chapter 4. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and have a wonderful day.